big smile I had on my face. He didn't know I was just counting down a few more days till I was going to be able to quit my job for good. I just needed to see one thing before I changed everything about my life. And when the big day came, for the first time ever, I was actually happy to open my credit card bill. With so much traffic and so much coming in from sales, there had to be some catch, right? The weeks went by. I checked my stats every chance I got at work, and I couldn't believe how fast the numbers were rising. Then one night, I got home to find my credit card bill. It was time to pay the piper. I knew it was going to cost me a fortune for all this traffic. Nothing in life is free, right? I could only hope that the fortune I'd been making off my secret traffic source was going to be enough to cover the nut. I could only hope that I'd have enough left over to finally quit my damn job and pay off all my debt. My wife and I opened the bill together, and we were both shocked when we ripped open the bill. It was mind-blowing. I got over 70,000 visitors for less than the cost of a few dinners out with the family. Not only that, this one little test of traffic stuffed over $13,223 directly into my bank account in less than a month. I found the holy grail. Unlimited buyer traffic for almost nothing? At the time, I thought there had to be some kind of mistake, so I called my programmer. After yelling at me for waking him up at 2 in the afternoon, he looked at my stats and at the code. It took him hours to figure it out, but he discovered he'd accidentally coded a backdoor into the software that exists in every cell phone in the world. Even though I should have been paying a ton for the traffic I was getting, this backdoor meant I was getting a massive discount, paying less than 1 cent on the dollar for the traffic. And this wasn't one of those so-called internet loopholes most of these guru types are trying to shove down your throat as some stupid marketing ploy. This was a 100% legitimate backdoor that my programmer had uncovered that turns on a waterfall of traffic with just a few clicks of the mouse. Here's the weird thing about this loophole. The cell phone companies can't stop it, or even admit it exists. If the cell phone companies actually admitted that this loophole existed, suddenly everybody would be taking advantage of it. I mean, think about it. They spent billions of dollars creating the network and the software that handles all the data transfer and phone calls for the entire world. If they actually admitted there was a huge flaw in their software that some punk hacker could exploit, they'd get sued into oblivion. So they're actually doing everything they can to cover their butts and keep anyone from finding out about this. Which means, for once, you can get there early, get a massive head start in the war for mobile traffic, and make a ton of money literally at the push of a few buttons. And you won't even need a list, a website, a product, or any experience in order to cash in big with this breakthrough affiliate technology, which I fittingly called mobile mass money. Because that's exactly what the super affiliate technology creates. Massive amounts of cold hard cash on demand. By generating a flood of affiliate cash from a traffic bank of over 5.2 billion, that's billion with a B, cash in hand buyers. This technology is like nothing you've ever seen before. And because this traffic pool is so big and so profitable, it can never get saturated. It's physically impossible. But, as with most things in life, the people who get in on this early will be the ones who profit the most for months and years to come. Thanks to this incredible software, my family and I are now living a life most people could only dream of. Whether it means taking frequent vacations, we just got back from Aspen not too long ago, eating fancy dinners, buying the latest gadgets and toys, sending our kids to the best schools. I can honestly say that I now have everything I could have ever wanted in life. And it's an amazing feeling to be able to lay in bed at night, not having to worry about where the next car and house payment are going to come from. For the first time ever in my life, I can actually say I feel free. And now you can do this too. How easy is it? Well, let's just say if you can dial the phone or send a text message, you can use this software to stuff your pockets full of cold hard cash. The mobile mass money software takes advantage of a subtle flaw in the software code of every mobile phone in the world to send you a flood of virgin buyer traffic that the gurus have never been able to get their hands on. The best part is nobody has a clue on how this incredible software works, so the gurus won't even be able to figure this out. Think about it for a second. If everybody knows that mobile is where online marketing is going, using this software, you can finally get ahead of the pack and get the lion's share of the money before it's too late. Everything I say on this page is backed up by undeniable proof. Mobile is the source of massive online traffic that actually converts. Nobody else is doing this yet, and you have never seen this before, guaranteed. Even better, you can grab and make money on this traffic even if you have no website, no list, no product, no affiliates, no experience. Heck, you don't even need a cell phone to cash in on this. After about 10 minutes of easy setup, you'll simply start up the mobile mass money software and watch as the money starts rolling in on complete autopilot. Let me show you what happens when you start using the MMM software. Here you can see an account using traditional traffic methods, or the old way. Pretty sad, huh? Now here's an example of the same account after implementing the technology within the mobile mass money system. And you can see how incredibly powerful this is when you see the drastic increase in money coming in from the exact same account after using the system. Listen, this is going to change your life forever. And you're going to have to be mentally prepared for how things are going to change for you. You need to let go of the idea of struggling for money and get ready to deal with what it's like to be a rich person overnight. I know for me it took a little while to get used to flying first class everywhere, or letting somebody else carry my bags when I get to the hotel, or learning to live without an alarm clock, just getting up whenever I feel like it, and going over to the computer to find out I made more while I was sleeping than I used to make in a year. And here's the cool part. Just click a few buttons and you'll be up, running, and making money tonight. No training to go through, no endless webinars, no guru bull. All you have to do is install the software. It takes seconds. Fill out a few forms and hit the go button and you'll be in business. After you get it set up, do yourself a favor and go for a walk around the block. Go down to the bar, get a quick beer or something. Hang out with your kids. Find something to do with yourself for maybe an hour or two. And then come back and see what happened. See how much money you can make without really having to do anything at all. So what's the value to you of being able to send one tiny text message that makes over $21,765 in a single month? Let me ask you a question. If you just made 1/10 of a penny from every cell phone in the world, how much would that be worth? With over 5.2 billion phones in the world, just being able to get 1/10 of 1 cent from every phone in the world would give you over $5 million. Heck, what if you could only make 1/10 of that? Or 1/100th? What if you only made 1/1000th of 1 cent from every cell phone in the world? Could you find a way to use an extra $52,000 right now? Would $52,000 literally at the push of a few buttons have a positive impact on your life? Because if you can't make at least $52,000 fast using this software, there's something wrong with you. The possibilities are endless because there's literally nobody else out there who's figured out this mobile loophole to tap into the 5.2 billion and growing mobile phones around the world. And I know flat out that unethical scumbags are going to try to get their hands on this software and reverse engineer it. That's why, in order to protect your income streams and keep you out in front, I'm strictly limiting who gets the opportunity to crush it with this revolutionary software system. That's why I'm strictly limiting access to the mobile mass money software to the next 299 marketers savvy enough to realize that getting in early is 90% of being successful. After 299, I'm turning this page into a ghost town to give you time to get in pole position in the mobile space and start dragging massive profits to your front door. That's the good news. The bad news is I won't even let you download mobile mass money unless you promise me 2 things. 1, you have to promise you'll use it. Seriously, since I'm limiting this software to just the next 299 people, I need to be really selective about who I let get their hands on it. If you're just going to be a tire kicker who never does anything, this isn't for you. There are 50 action takers lined up right behind you who can recognize a sure thing when they see it. And if you're the kind of person who can't even flip the switch on some software to make a ton of money, you're not the kind of person I want to work with. 2, you have to promise me you won't use this software for unethical purposes. It's that powerful. And honestly, with the amount of cash you're going to make using the mobile mass money system, it'd be a steal for me to offer you this software for thousands of dollars. But you know what? I know exactly what it's like to be where you are right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I had to personally pay over $14,000 to get the mobile mass money software developed. If I was some big guru, I'd package this software up with a bunch of useless info, product training, do a big hypey launch, and charge you $1,997 for it. And I know full well that I could sell out all 299 copies in a heartbeat at $1,997 because there are enough people out there who recognize the golden goose when they see it. But you know what? Thanks to mobile mass money, it doesn't matter 1 iota to me what you pay to get in on this today. Whether you pay thousands of dollars or nothing at all, it won't move the needle for me and my family at all. I've got so much cold hard cash pressing down on me from using this software myself. I feel like I could go swimming like Scrooge McDuck in his money pit. But I know exactly what it's like to be scraping for cash, wondering how the heck you're going to make rent, and staring down the barrel of a gun, wondering where the heck the money is coming from. So I'm not going to ask you for $1,997 like the big gurus who just want to rip you off. My friends all tell me I should charge at least $797 for this, just to make sure the only serious people take me up on this. But I know even $797 can seem like a lot of money to you right now, though it's not going to when you see what mobile mass money can do. So I'm going to make this a real no-brainer for you. I decided I'm going to drop the price to just $97. And in order to get this whole thing over with so I can get back to making millionaires, I'm going to cut it again to just $47 for the next 35 people who hit the download button below. Does that sound like a total steal to you? Software that will change your life and get you out in front of the mobile gold rush for less than the cost of an Xbox game? Is it just me, or does that sound almost stupid? There's this voice in the back of my head that tells me letting you grab mobile mass money for just $47 is a bad idea, that it's just too cheap. And you know what?